Hello there, soul listeners. This is Aura right here. And welcome to a twin flame journey. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that you get the latest content delivered right to you. And also, I'm opening back up personal reading. So if you're interested in a personal reading, all of that is going to be in the description box below. So, right before I hit record, I kind of started hearing personal reading. And then I was hearing, when it rains, it pours. So I'm kind of like, going with the flow right now for this. So if this is your message, wonderful. And if it's not, that's okay too. Okay. 9 of Wands coming out right now for the overall message here. And my light is flickering again. It is kind of raining here right now, but because that was one thing that I was hearing right before I hit record. When it rains, it pours. So, and it stopped. Cool. Very first message coming out, we have the 9 of Wands. You know, I'm kind of hearing like, don't be afraid. Now is not the time to be guarded or to guard yourself, guard your heart. Flickering again. It's starting to flicker. Now is not the time to guard your heart, because it's time to open yourself up, is a message that I'm hearing right now. Someone is going to love you the way that you want to be loved. And, you know, maybe it's somebody that you know, maybe it's someone that you don't know, or maybe it's someone that you're going to get to know. Maybe it's somebody that you have not met yet. Okay. But there is a love that is meant for you, that is going to teach you to not guard your heart, to not protect yourself or feel as if you need to protect yourself in such a way where you completely close yourself off, where you just pretend as if every relationship ends. I'm starting to get really hot right now, so I know that this message is for somebody, but where you just pretend like it's kind of like this belief where every relationship is doomed to end. No, it's not. And that's what this 9 of Wands energy is teaching you. That you don't have to have strength, or you don't have to put a face on that doesn't belong to you. You don't have to pretend. Knight of Swords. I kind of feel like I'm connecting with someone in particular who maybe has rushed into something, or rushed a relationship, a career, rushed something. Because it was the moment, or the opportunity was there, and you felt like you had no other option. And I'm also hearing lust rushes, love waits. And I'm also really picking up that someone I kind of feel like they pushed you to rush this, or to rush this relationship, marriage, something along those lines is what I'm picking up. Also, maybe they are an air sign because we have Knight of Swords here, but I kind of feel like someone really pushed your buttons, or they really wanted what they wanted out of it. Maybe not in your best interest, but it was at the cost of your pride, your honor, there was a price for this, okay? Underneath the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like I'm connecting. I feel like this is literally a personal reading that I'm doing right now. You're very generous. You're very nurturing. I feel like you give a lot to others. You are, I'm hearing 1 in a million kind of person, and you stand out so much, but you've been through so much that you carry this huge weight on your shoulders, and it's almost like you've reached the point of enough with relationships. You've reached the point of enough with people coming towards you, coming at you. You feel like you literally have to wrap your heart and chain it and put a lock on it and just throw away the key, because you do not want anybody to have access at all. So many have taken advantage of how kind you have been, how nurturing you have been, and they never once, for one moment, thought about how it would affect you or how it would influence you. Eight of Cups and Ace of Swords. It's almost like you're walking away from a state of mind or a person, because I feel like the whole theme for this reading is literally feeling rushed, feeling as if a relationship or a person has rushed you. And I'm also hearing it's run its course. It has ran its course already, and it's time to pull back and pull away. And for some of you, you are most certainly doing that. You're leaving a situation behind because it no longer is for you anymore, and you've had to turn your back. But because there were so many instances where, this person maybe took advantage of you, or it's almost like they weren't in it for the long haul for whatever reason. They were in it for some type of financial gain or some type of financial aspect. And you're seeing through this. You're seeing through a veil right now. And you see this sword holding up. It's almost like there is a light shining on top of you, and realizing this for yourself. And there you are, walking away from something, taking your kindness somewhere else. Eight of Pentacles. I almost feel like someone has really dragged your heart through the mud, is the theme that I'm getting for this reading. It's almost like they've maybe dissected you and judged you, but created a lot of instances where you questioned yourself, where you were coming from. You also questioned whether or not is this actually a reality? Like someone literally manipulating you. So I'm seeing the Ten of Cups as the past energy for this reading. There was happiness, good times. I feel like there were a lot of moments where you were incredibly happy, maybe when you were around this person or around their family. But I kind of like, I'm literally getting like an outcast kind of energy, like a rebel, like not feeling as if you fit in to this mold, because this is really feeling like it looks good on the surface, but once you actually are in it, once you are actually hanging out or spending time with the family or spending time with this group of people, it's almost like it doesn't suit you. You don't feel like you fit in. You don't feel like this is for you. You feel like there's something else. There's something else that you're missing. There's someone that you feel as if you feel like you're more aligned with. You don't feel like this is your final destination, because there's so much more for you. Future position, we have the Moon card here, and it's almost like it's a mystery to you. It's almost as if you know where you belong, but at the same time you don't know how it's going to happen, where it's going to happen, why. Very strong Pisces energy. And Scorpio, but you could very well be very intuitive. It's almost like you're a bystander and you're watching this from the sidelines. Four Swords. Or you're watching, or people could be watching you leave a situation, leave a person, watching you guard your heart, but also where people have taken advantage of you in the past. Maybe you have held your tongue and been very silent. Ten of Wands underneath the deck. I could be connecting with someone who is very masculine, okay? But King of Cups, Six of Pentacles, I kind of feel like I'm connecting with someone who has been very kind, nurturing, but also at the same time, conserving yourself, being kinder to yourself instead of kinder to others. Giving more to yourself is also giving to others, is the message that I'm picking up for this. I'm also hearing very mature energy. Sagittarius and Five of Cups. You've had a hard time in your waking life. Like you've had a hard time with, I feel like a lot of these relationships come at you and it seems very overwhelming and it seems very perfect on the outside, but it's like once you dive deeply, once you get very close, it's very sad. You feel very sad. You instantly regret getting too close, getting too close. And it's almost like you want to agree, or you want to, you kind of want to feel something, but it's like almost at the same time, like it just, it's not for you. And it's like a burden. Tell me more about this connection that they're leaving behind. Tell me more about the connection they're leaving behind. Wow. Four of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. You see what the divine is presenting to you. You see something that no one else does. I feel like you see something that maybe your family doesn't see, your friends, people that you have possibly been around since you were a child. But there is something here that is more deserving and worth trying for. There is something here that is worth it. 1111. This is a counterpart that is more for you. And it will change your life. There will be so much growth and expansion. We have the star here. Okay, we have the star on the top. The Hermit. I feel like, a lot of people aren't going to understand this connection. A lot of people aren't going to understand why you chose this. And it's not even you in general. It's like your soul chose this. Your soul chose this connection. You did not choose it, but your soul did, and it's almost as if I feel like I'm also connecting with a masculine who has felt as if they have been searching for something, looking for someone or something, but it's what I'm hearing is like it's right around the corner. Almost as if it's already here. Very strong Aquarius energy, okay? You've been a hermit though. You've been staying single. You have been staying away from relationships. You have left something that a lot of people or friends, family, like you don't even understand it yourself. You don't even understand why you're doing what you're doing. You're just doing it. And I feel like maybe it throws you through a loop. Maybe it throws you off a little bit. But at the same time, you are doing your thing, but you're doing it in silence. You're doing it without anybody else knowing what you're doing. And you're looking for a bigger purpose, a bigger reason to be on this earth, something bigger than you've ever known. Can we get some final messages? Let's get some final messages here. I feel like you being away from whoever this is that you feel very drawn towards, it breaks your heart. 3 of Swords, it breaks your heart. 4 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups. It's like you're soul searching for something that you don't understand yourself, but it breaks your heart. You don't know why, but it just does. It breaks you. It creates so much madness sometimes, confusion, illusions. But a lot of these illusions aren't a reality. Maybe you get a lot in your head, but you see the potential of what it could be. But I feel like you hold back so much because you're worried about investing in something. You're worried about rushing something. Okay? But also at the same time, guarding your heart, protecting yourself. Tell me more about this divine connection. The Empress and the Wheel of Fortune flew right out. This was presented to you for a reason. This was presented to you so that you could experience truths that you had never known before. This is someone who's going to help you grow. At the same time, this is somebody who is growing themselves. You're helping them and they're helping you. It could be a Libra, all right? Very strong fixed energy. I feel like maybe you'll meet this person or you have already met them during, one of these Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, or we also have strong Leo here. Maybe during one of those seasons. Okay, but there is very strong potential for growth, but it's hard. It's very hard for you. It's hard for you to maybe admit to certain things. I feel like I'm connecting with a very strong masculine person who struggles a lot with this. What does growing actually look like? Okay. 5 of Wands underneath the deck. Hesitation, 2 of Swords. Page of Cups. Also, the Empress is, she's a mother. She is someone who loves unconditionally, but she also knows what she deserves as well. Okay. Justice wanting to come out. Okay, so final messages, please. Final messages. Final messages. 5 of Wands. I just saw a 2222 on the clock. 5 of Wands, Page of Wands, and we also have the Ace of Cups. This is a divine love. Ace of Cups underneath the deck. You can't make this up. Page of Wands, 5 of Wands. I feel like there's a little bit of push and pull here, and also it's almost like fighting with oneself, or maybe even fighting with this person. But this is an unconditional love that just is undeniable. See, King of Swords, and we also have the 3 of Cups. So some type of reunion or a union here, potentially. But Page of Wands and 5 of Wands. It feels like there's also a little bit of push and pull. I think I've mentioned that already, but it does feel like there is some type of push and pull internally. Maybe not with this person, but with you. Because like I said, this really does feel like a personal reading. I feel like they're trying to let you know to open yourself up to this. Open yourself up to this possibility. Open yourself up to the possibility that you cannot help who you love. And you can try to force certain connections, and you can try to force yourself to be in a connection which will further keep you holding yourself back from what is actually truly and undeniably meant for you. Okay, so I'm going to leave you there with this reading. I hope that this resonated for the viewers out there. And also don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And also personal readings are open. So if you're interested in a personal reading, all of that will be in the description box below. I will see you in my next video. I'm Aura, and this is A Twin Flame Journey. Bye for now.